My mother has always been a very influential figure in my life. From a very young age, she taught me lessons of manners, sharing, and coping when we don't get our way. One of those many things that she taught me how to do was to sing. My mother was around music all of her life. She started singing from a very young age. She was not only a performer of music, but also a teacher of it. She loved teaching the young and old alike how to beautifully express themselves in such an ornate skill. She even played the piano, which is what you're listening to right now. She started at a very young age and made the regional all-star piano showcase in her region for her skills. Fast forward, and she met my father in 1990 and married him in 1992. Then 4 years later, had me. And then my brother Nick. My mother's wonderful musical talents were in my genes from a young age. I could sing, from memory, and correctly even, before I could read. It's safe to say I have been blessed with my musical achievements over the years. I've sung in church. The doors and let the music play. Let the streets resound with singing. Songs that bring your hope. Songs that bring your joy. Dancers who dance upon injustice. I was a two-time participant in county chorus. In which, most recently, I have ranked third best tenor in the county. Also featured in numerous award-winning plays at my high school. Here I am in yellow, the high voice in Crazy for You of 2015. I sang in Annie Get Your Gun in 2014, Far Right, the high voice. Crazy for You 2015 Green and Center High Voice. I sang at baccalaureate and served as the musical coordinator for the service. And get this, I even got to sing on TV. I was even blessed with the experience of singing multiple solos at Disney in Florida. Who knows how much further we'll go on? Maybe I'll be sorry when you're gone. I'll take my chances. I've heard all nice romances. I haven't been there for the longest time. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you'll say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about my girl, got the sunshine on a cloudy day, my girl, my girl. But never with Mom. Early on in the month of December of 2007, my mother was not feeling well. A doctor's appointment was set up, resulting in a few tests being run with the results to follow in time. On Christmas Day, my mother awoke feeling particularly poorly. My father called the doctor and was told to take her directly to the emergency room. We found out later that day that my mother had brain cancer. A diffuse astrocytoma, it was an inoperable variety. She began chemotherapy treatment soon after learning of the tumor and showed progress, aided by her great fight and vigor for some time. She even spoke at Relay for Life events and elsewhere about her story as treatments and health would allow while she was still strong. We had a lot of support though, such as the Ride for Tina. Ride for Tina was a large biking event and a silent auction set up to raise funds to defray my mother's medical expenses. Another was the Tina Tournament, a county-wide soccer tournament and carnival day in which I even played. The care we received from the community was a reoccurring theme throughout her battle and my story, and the support we received was so great that we could never repay everyone for their kind deeds. Returning home from a doctor's appointment with my father one evening, my mother suffered a massive and debilitating stroke. She had to bear the full effects of the event as her chemotherapy treatments forbade her from receiving any blood thinners. Miraculously, my mother survived. Unfortunately, she would become permanently paralyzed on the left side of her body and find the cause to be a hole of her heart. In order to save her life, her team of high-ranking medical officials decided to perform a craniotomy to relieve her hemorrhaging brain of its swelling. The community never ceased in their support for us. Tina Palooza was particularly important to our family because of the tremendous turnout of over 600 people in attendance in support of my mother and my family. What also made it so special was the fact that my mother was able to attend the event even in her partially paralyzed state. Another music-related event that really hit home for us was a night of music for Tina.
From WNEP-TV, the news station. This is Newswatch 16 at 11.
A critically ill woman in our area is getting a surprising lift from a 10-year-old girl. That helping hand is our top story tonight on Newswatch 16 at 11. Good evening, I'm Scott Schaefer. The wife and mother from Schuylkill County battling cancer and now a stroke. She's already received a lot of support from her community. Tonight, she got a little more thanks to a little girl. Newswatch 16's Jennifer Barrasso live in our newsroom to explain. Jennifer.
Scott, 10-year-old Riley Lonergan of Minersville says when she heard about Tina Dixon and all of the fundraisers for her, she wanted to help too. They both have one thing in common, a love for music, so the fourth grader decided to run with her idea. The line to get inside the Sovereign Majestic Theater in Pottsville spilled outside the door. This is a special fundraiser for Tina Dixon, a Frackville wife and mother battling an inoperable brain tumor. This was Dixon when we first met her at a fundraiser back in April. Since then, she's also suffered a stroke. So 10-year-old Riley Lonergan of Minersville organized a night of music for Tina.
I really feel bad and for her that happened, and I would like to maybe pay for some of the bills, raise enough money.
Lonergan, who has Broadway aspirations, was one of 10 singers who performed in honor of the former music and piano teacher. Allison Malchron sang to help her friend.
She's such an amazing woman, Tina, and has such strong faith, and she's just a powerful woman, never going to give up. She's a fighter, and I was more than willing to come and help her out.
Tina couldn't make it, but her husband Brad says the support has helped sustain their family.
The wherewithal of everyone behind us is really an inspiration for Tina, myself, and my family, my two sons.
Some who don't even know Dixon came to help the cause.
She just seems like such a sweet person. They just would like to go and grab her and help her.
All of this was possible thanks to a little girl with a big idea.
I'm so happy I'm doing it, and I feel good about myself.
Despite her inspired rehabilitation and the support of the entire community, she began to regress as time carried on, as her halted chemotherapy treatments allowed the tumor to regain its foothold on her brain. By the side of her devoted and beloved husband, she died at the age of 43 on the morning of October 13th, 2010. My mother was a renowned cantor in the area, known best for her majestic solo work at weddings, so it was only fitting that she should be able to sing in church one final time. saddened me that I was never able to sing with my mother. Granted, when she was well, I was not matured enough musically or vocally to sing professionally with her, but it still bothers me that I was never able to sing alongside my mother, the one who brought my voice to life. Today, in a small way, I have bridged that divide between heaven and earth ever so slightly through the use of modern-day miracles that surround us every day, through the Phantom of the Opera's aptly titled piece, All I Ask of You.
No more talk of darkness, forget these wide light fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom, let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you. All I ask is every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you'll need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you. Let me be your light, your strong, no one will harm you. Your tears are far behind you. All I want is freedom, a world